and I would like to call the Monday, May 4th meeting of the Ayer Board of Health to order. First order of business, public input.
No.
Our public is not in attendance tonight, so we have nothing there. Second on our agenda is board reorganization. Congratulations, Mary, for winning a hard-fought election.
Landslide.
Won by a landslide.
Oh my God. But do you know, if you read the papers, every community is practically the same thing. One or two have one contested race, but they had the same thing in Tingsboro and
this was such a low turnout.
Oh, yeah.
This time.
Yes.
Yeah.
Awful.
I know it. So I know that we had said that we wanted to postpone taking effect until after the public hearing, but I thought maybe we should do what we did the last time, and that was to vote the reorganization, but voted for it to take effect right after whatever was going on at that time. I don't know if I just wanted more time or if
I think we just
we reorged at the end of a meeting is what we did. We didn't we reorged at the end of our meeting, and then so that way by the next meeting you took over. So you watched me and then you
right.
Yeah.
That's why I had made that suggestion at the last meeting.
I still think we should reorg right after our public hearing.
Right after the public
That's
hearing.
If you
exactly.
want, I'd like
Works
to
for me.
table that. That way we can reorg at the end of it. That way you can open.
Yep.
You know, and I'll say, and it's a tip of the hat to you more so than anything else that you've worked.
Well, that's why
so
I
diligently,
suggested
right.
exactly.
It did make sense.
Yeah. So I would move that we just table this board reorganization until after the public hearing being held on May 18th.
Yeah.
Now, when we do that, then do we have to, we do our meeting and then we adjourn?
You close
No,
the public
you
hearing.
never adjourn. You take a
open
break.
the public hearing, you close the public hearing. You can
Okay,
take a
so
little
we don't
recess if you
adjourn
want. We
our
don't adjourn.
meeting
We
when
just
we
take
go
a break
into-
and come back.
We got the public
got it.
hearing for what, 6:30, didn't we, or 6? What did
I
we
believe
have?
it's 6:30? Is that right?
Well, let me see here.
I thought we
It's
said
6:30.
6:30, and we said we could have
I think
we'll have our regular.
in that.
6:30.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so we'll
6:30.
have our regular meeting, we'll take whatever time we get through the regular meeting. If it's
Okay.
quarter past, you never adjourn, because then you can't have your public hearing.
Okay.
So
Okay.
you take a 10-minute break or whatever you say until the
Okay.
start of the public hearing.
Okay, all right, and then
So
we'll
we
do
have
that at the very end.
business, business, 6:30 public hearing, close the public hearing, come back into business reorg. We're not going to adjourn like executive session.
No, we'll just
I got
close
it.
the
Yeah.
public
Okay.
hearing.
All right, that works. So we'll just table till end of. Okay.
Now, do you need to take a vote
No.
to table that?
No.
Okay.
By consensus, I think we can
Yeah.
just
Okay.
agree by consensus.
And we had really decided that before anyway. When I saw this, it confused me, and I said, oh, maybe she's going out of town on a business trip and didn't
No,
want
no,
to.
no, no, I put it
Okay.
on because I was a little confused about were
It's
we
all
gonna
right.
do it now but make the date effective later?
No,
Or just
no.
do it then, so that's okay. All right, so, no problem. Neshoba, material, do we have any?
Yes.
Oh, yes, she had, and Bridget had called me this afternoon, and she had to go home. Molly was in the nurse's office, so she said if you had any questions, you could get a hold of her tomorrow.
I don't need to see permits.
Okay.
Some of those are just the temporary food permits.
No, I looked.
Are you okay with those two?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and I just asked her to change her records because he's on West Main Street, 114.
Check.
Fresh, yeah.
Oh, fresh
yeah,
air, okay.
yeah. And I think she just used the old records when she did it, so she said she'd correct it.
So we got a. Okay.
These properties are almost right across the street from each other, 48 and 51.
Mm-hmm. One of them, I think, is an out-of-town owner, is it
Yeah, I
not?
saw that.
Out of state, I should say.
I was just curious.
Yeah. Just
Trash everywhere.
the
Snow
dates,
is melted.
the dates
The
on
letters
those.
on both
Yeah.
are April 30th,
Okay.
and they both have a 7-day notice to correct.
224 Maple is a
Wow.
tenant.
And then there's another one.
Just
too,
give me
Mary.
the, one was 48 Washington?
Yeah,
Okay.
the other was 51.
Oh, 51?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, we got lead, 24 Maple.
Oh, that, we have a long file on that, Madam Chair. We
Yeah.
had that man in here.
Really?
Sure. Sure, and he sat right here and told us, excuse me, that he would not rent that apartment. You remember that, Heather?
Is that this guy?
Yes, yes, he had had somebody in there, and he finally got her out of there, and he knew he had to do a lot of work to that apartment. He
Oh,
lived
this
out
is,
of town, and he said
This is
he,
lead, right?
yes,
Yeah,
but he said he
that's
would
lead.
not rent that apartment. He went ahead and did it.
Oh, yeah, he's got two little
He's
ones.
got a problem now.
Yeah.
'cause
Well,
he's
he-
got to
that
now
one.
de-lead with the state, so.
Yep, he's gone to the court
Wow.
because they.
There was
people
another
took it.
trash one too, if you wanted to catch that one. That was 190 West Main from April 13th.
Okay, hang on. Okay,
Well-
so, oh, wait, let me just get these
Yep.
two. Trash. In the yard. Okay, so this should be really about the end of this week or by next Monday, she should be looking at that. That was the 30th that she mailed those
should be
out?
looking at those two by the, yeah.
Okay, well, last week, so,
Here's,
okay.
You want to click
And
on
then
the 24.
190 West Main.
Yeah, and that's, the housing code is citing maintenance of areas free from garbage and rubbish, but actually it's tires and miscellaneous debris, but
Yep.
it's still governed as trash, if you will, under
Okay.
the housing code. And that is a,
She has done this several times.
Yep.
Another frequent flyer, as we might say.
Here's another, boy, there's lots of
it's a season.
Yeah.
housing stuff going on here. Right, and this is for, oh. for the
You know what, I
building.
didn't mean to roll my eyes at it, but I read some of the violations and I
Yeah,
it's easy to identify conflict, if you will.
All right, and this one is for the 15 Littleton Road gas station.
That's the modified site plan, I think, right?
Yeah. Now, I thought that they were going to do this so that they didn't need any variances, but I guess they are.
I thought they were gonna try to, the
Yeah.
planning board.
And then,
Wow. They're still trying to go for 14 feet between the diesel islands.
do you realize that what that's going to do to the neighborhood with, first of all, diesel is noisy, it's smelly, and people that have white houses will have gray houses.
Oh, it's going to be tough.
And
know.
so that was,
So here's
I don't
the.
need to see it.
Have a clippy on this one, I guess. So these two kind of go together.
Okay.
You already saw these, right, Mary?
I
Yeah.
looked at them quick.
Okay, and
And
that's everything.
What is
from-
that number considered for that Jarvis one?
It's 15
50.
Littleton. Yep. Yeah, so they should be going before zoning.
20th.
Okay.
Mary, I have a question.
Yep.
Mary.
Or through you, Madam Chair, because we discussed it at the last meeting, were you able to get a response from Bridget regarding the Hannaford site, if she's heard from them?
I did send her an email asking if she needed any assistance with that, and she said no, that she
Okay.
was, I don't think had heard from them yet, but was going to reach out to them again.
When you heard from her today, did she give you anything?
Well, it's very interesting you say that, because I asked her, I was in the checkout line at Hannaford in Lunenburg on Saturday, and two people from Ayer were right behind me, and the subject was, well, what are they going to do with that old Hannaford site? He said he was going to open it pretty soon. He had a big article in the paper. He hasn't taken down that overhang. The site's a mess. The parking lot hasn't had anything done. So I proceeded to let Bridget know that, and I asked her, and I know she had sent out a notice, and she said, we need to get together. I need to do a walkthrough, and she has heard nothing from him, so.
Still nothing.
Who is the owner of record out there? I mean, I think it's important that
DeGeronimo.
we, not John, no, that's right, I read the name in the
Yeah.
paper.
Yeah.
It's important, and I know we all agree, I'm saying it for those, I think it's important that we as a board support Bridget in a way that doesn't allow for this building to move forward without any contact to the Board of Health. Due to the age of the property and my personal and professional concerns with the state of some of the equipment, floors, walls, ceilings, and whatnot, that Bridget has not done a walkthrough yet. What I think is important, and I know on the town of Ayer side, we want the store to reopen. But we as a board protecting the public health, wanting to make sure that when this building reopens, that it's in a better state than it was. I know that our zoning development, David Mahar, our economic development, I know that he's trying to facilitate the redevelopment of the property. Is he the right person to really walk in and darken his doorway and say, David, we're going to have a problem here? I mean, how do we get response?
I think it's Bridget, and
Because-
she did stop in the town administrator and speak to him before she left today. I know that. So she could
'Cause-
follow up. And I had told Robert,
Right.
and then Bridget followed up with
Are they
him to
doing
let
any-
him know.
No,
So-
there's
Any
no
work
work.
in
I don't
there?
see
'Cause
anything happening over
I
there at
haven't
this
seen
point.
anything. I don't know if anybody else
Well,
has.
I believe what he had, the last I read in the paper was that technically the Hannaford people had their lease till the end of April, and that's why he was, quote, getting all this
approvals,
work
getting
done
everything
so
done.
he could go in. But to not respond to the health agent, he's not going to do anything until she goes in.
Well,
there,
and he's
so-
not going to open unless we as a board say
Nope.
he is.
And that's a little odd that he wouldn't just tell her, you know, there's a lease running through the end of April,
Well,
so.
But it's no, I mean, this is the 4th. All he had to do was respond to her email and say, look,
Yeah, I know.
can we get together on whatever the date, we do the walkthrough, you tell me what, as the health agent, you need to see here.
Yeah, I know,
So,
I know.
So we carry a lot of power with this, by the way, so whomever
Yeah,
may be in
absolutely.
charge after the next meeting, we can see to it that the store doesn't open if compliance isn't met.
Right.
And I don't mind being the bad guy, even if I'm the dissenting vote, I don't mind, because I think that it seems like we want to help, but we can't help unless they look for help from us. We're offering it, but it's not being asked
Right,
for.
right.
And believe it or not, to have a health agent make themselves available to go do a walkthrough is not a common thing, because 90% of the time you'd
Right.
say, give me your new plans. Oh, it's closed, because I mean, for me,
Yeah.
it's closed.
Yeah, exactly.
So I would say it can
Yeah.
come into full compliance with the health code.
Yeah.
But I know we're
Yeah.
trying to help them because we want it to be reopened in town.
Yeah.
I just don't think we're gonna be doing a great service to the town of Ayer if we don't have some kind of review facilitated through our health agent. So if I'd say, by our next meeting, let's kind of just, revisit again if we've heard anything.
I'd like you to
Yeah.
follow up with an email to her and say,
I will ask, yeah,
or you send an email also, Pam.
As the chairman.
chair.
You're the top notch, by the way.
So,
well, my position on this really is that he hasn't done anything yet that I'm aware of. So if indeed there was a lease that ran through the end of April, he may not have been able
That's
to get
right.
in
You're
there and do
absolutely
anything.
right.
Correct.
You are correct.
but I just,
But-
as I said a couple of minutes ago, all he needed to do is respond to her, did you realize my lease was up at the end of April?
Yep,
Let's
that's
get a date.
That's true.
And he has not responded.
That
so-
would have
In all
been,
due respect, they convened a full meeting of all department heads to discuss
correct.
this property a month ago, and
Yep.
more than a month ago, and there's been no follow-up discussion made with our health agent. So lease or not, some kind of an overview or a floor plan or some kind of plan of action. And because we do want to help them, we don't want to hold it up. That's the thing. I don't want to be the bad guy, but I'm happy to be.
Yeah. I will contact
Just-
both Bridget
yeah.
and David and just.
I don't think it's
Not David.
Not David.
You don't think it's David?
No,
I'd ask-
absolutely
I'd go right
not.
to the property owner
He's the
myself.
property owner.
The new
The
leaseholder.
property, not David.
No.
He's the property owner.
Right.
He's the one that's got to make all the
Yep.
changes
All right.
there. He owns the
Anyway,
property.
I didn't mean to divert
No,
too
that's
much.
fine. No,
But
no.
just under Bridget's stuff and,
Yeah.
I
No,
just
that's-
figured I'd
that-
ask.
It's a good one.
All right.
Okay. Good. So, planning for the public hearing. We all have our copies of the most recent, correct?
Yeah.
We said that we didn't need new copies of
We
that.
didn't.
So, I guess the question really is, I know Jane has reserved the room for the evening, so we're okay there.
Well, that's our regular night
Yeah.
anyway for our
It's our
meeting.
regular night, but technically if somebody wanted to have a meeting, say at 7 or 7:30, I guess they could. So we booked it through.
I understand.
So,
I understand.
The notice is going to appear this Friday, yeah, and we have confirmation of that, right? It's going to appear this Friday, next Friday. And I have sent Mark Wetzel an email, just to let him know that that's gonna be the night in advance of, so he doesn't have to see it in public spirit, just to see if he has time to attend. And I think the only other real planning that we need to do is figure out how many copies of the draft regulation do we think that we're going to need? A dozen, maybe?
I don't think it doesn't, but
I mean, it's kind of hard to tell. I don't, I think that we might get some people
I
who
would-
see it and might come thinking that it has something to do with the transfer station.
I maybe do a
So-
dozen, front back though. Make sure it's on
Yeah.
front back.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And then whatever we don't have can just go into
Okay.
recycling. That's fine.
okay. I can actually do those, Jane,
Okay.
because I have a machine that will do
We have a pretty
double-sided.
high end.
Oh, that's right,
machine
yeah,
in
you
the
can do
select
them on
board.
this machine down
Yeah,
here.
I
Yeah,
can
That's
do
what
that.
that machine is.
Forgot
What
about
I do
that,
need
yeah.
though from you is a copy of the,
To make sure you have the absolute
Yeah.
clean.
because I hate to print out the wrong copy. I
Right.
have about 5
Okay.
different copies, so
Okay.
I have a pretty good idea which one it is, but just,
Okay.
I'd feel more
Yeah.
secure
That's fine.
to get it from you.
All right.
Okay.
So 12 copies, double-sided.
Okay.
Yep.
Is this the one that we're doing, the one that with town council's edits on it? It
Yeah.
says draft.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So, yeah, then I guess that's that. So we are pretty much set
Yep.
for 6:30 in 2 weeks. Review of minutes.
Now, is that definite that it's going to be in? Because if it isn't,
It's
we're...
gonna be in, they
Okay.
confirmed it.
Okay,
To
okay.
Jane, yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
8 and 15.
Yeah, we were able to get a hold of them
And
pretty
here's
far in
the-
advance, so.
And here's the, and boy, we got really good service from Don. He gave us.
Yeah. It seems like you got a really quick,
Yeah.
really quick response, yeah, yeah.
And he personally handled it, so
Yeah.
I want to send a shout out of appreciation for that.
Yeah, I do appreciate that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was quick.
And I felt
think we got a
secure,
good rate.
especially when I was leaving, that,
Yes, right, that was the other, that was the other thing.
and it wasn't in capable hands.
Yeah. So, just in case anyone who's listening at home, the public hearing is about proposed new regulations for solid waste haulers who operate within the town of Ayer. Those are haulers who service private curbside pickup for both businesses and residences. So this has nothing to do with transfer station. It has nothing to do with curbside pickup as a town option. This is only regulations that would govern anyone, a business or a private party that already has or will have curbside pickup according to their own contract. So
And we have a lot of them in the town.
We do, yeah.
I keep trying to
yeah.
write down names when they go by, but we do
We
have...
really have a lot.
of
And I
different
think
ones.
that, I'm running into more and more people that are like me that are kind of half and half. We're using the transfer station for some things because, but you can't get rid of brush, is one thing. You can't really get rid of a lot of yard waste through curbside. So,
Oh, no.
No. We use both, and I know a lot of people do the same thing, so. Okay, so I think we're set for that. So minutes. The
Yeah, I already did
minutes,
them.
yeah, I
so
know that Mary
make a-
had reviewed, and I
motion.
apologize, Heather, I didn't do a packet because it was only the two,
I know.
the agenda.
You can
items,
email them in the
so.
future, so I don't have
That's
to
true.
read them
So
here.
I'd like to
Yeah,
move
yeah.
that we approve the minutes of April 13th.
Second.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Minutes.
Do I take these two? I think so. 5, 4. Unbelievable. 5, 4 already.
I know it.
Okay. Right. Administrator. Stuff, mail, I'm just looking at mail. right
Well, you're kind of looking over the mail, and just in case you didn't see it in the paper, I'd like to remind everyone that there's a Supertown meeting on June 8th at 7 o'clock here. That's on those
Yes.
Devon's issues.
Supertown meeting.
What time?
7 o'clock.
7 o'clock?
And annual town meeting next Monday night up here,
I am, and I am
in Great Hall.
I'm
7
going to
o'clock.
be in New Jersey, the only place I would rather not be in the world for any reason. But I could not get out of that one.
I don't need to see the mail unless there's something you see, Madam Chair.
Besides- Yeah, just collecting all my dog bites here. Okay, tobacco control, yep, yeah, email. Responsible retailing, yeah, and sure enough, here it is.
What's this?
We got from Joan Hamlet heads up, yeah, that there's a group called Coalition for Responsible Retailing, which is a group consisting of several tobacco industry supported organizations, talking about youth access to, it looks like primarily e-cigarettes and minors, access to minors and so forth. And it looks like, sure enough, we did indeed get the letter from them. But
I know-
minimum legal age of purchase. So it looks like what they're doing here is they are proposing minimum legal age of purchase for tobacco products to, should apply to electronic nicotine vapor products, remove the exemption for parents and legal guardians to give tobacco products to their children who are under the legal age of purchase. I didn't know that existed. Impose a fine on enabling adults that provide tobacco products to persons under the minimum legal sales age. Add language to local regs that specifically makes it illegal for minors to purchase tobacco products, and implement civil fines for underage minors in possession of tobacco or nicotine delivery products. So they are requesting that local boards of health make the following specific amendments to their existing tobacco regs.
Now, when you say
And then
who,
they go
is
on.
it that you're talking
Yeah.
the Tobacco Alliance, or you're talking about
No.
this group?
This is this group,
Oh, I thought I
Coalition
think I
for
read.
Responsible Retailing. And then also in here, if you want to take a look, is the coalition's take on this. No, actually, it's not. I'm sorry. It is a response to the coalition from the MAHB, Mass Association of Health Boards. It's really pretty interesting. So, if either of you want to take a look at this.
I'm all set.
it is here.
I don't need to read propaganda from the tobacco industry.
Well, what does, just tell me what the Mass Associated Boards of Health is saying. Just give me a quick
their-
overview.
Their disagreement here with the proposed regulation amendments that this coalition wants to make, their disagreement to this is, in fact, they actually call it a red herring.
Oh.
And they say that this is putting a lot of the responsibility for youth access to tobacco on individuals over 18 and the parent or guardian, rather than on the industry, where it should be, as they say. And what they're really, I think, saying in summary is that this is not really going to get the job done if you want to deter kids from e-tobacco products.
You know, this is a, almost like a reiteration from about 10, 12 years ago when tobacco laws really started, when they started to say separation of smoking versus non-smoking in restaurants, having lockout devices on the vending machines.
Yeah.
The tobacco coalition or lobby or supportive, if you will, would always say, well, why don't you put the burden on the end user or on the parent?
Yeah.
Why not make it illegal for the minor to be in possession? And we say, well, no, the responsibility is on the vendor to not sell it to the minor. This is just a reiteration of that
It really
same
is,
argument.
yeah. It really
It's putting
is.
it on the parent or the end user for it to be legal for them. So,
That's true, and this is what, this is Cheryl Sabar, which is the attorney for MAHB that works on a lot of
I know who
tobacco
she
stuff.
is.
Yeah, you must have
I know her personally,
heard her at the,
well, I know her from when I
Last
was
thing,
in
too.
public health.
yeah, and what she's really saying here is that, come on, the tobacco industry
It's just,
is pouring how much money into making these things attractive? And yet you're going to control it by, putting
Yeah.
fines on kids and parents. That's not, it's really
Right.
not the,
Shift.
yeah. But I do love the way that groups like this will come up with wonderful names like Coalition for Responsible Retailing. Tagline, we comply because we care.
Of course you do. We care to make big
We
bucks.
care to make no profits. That's right.
Well, I think the Attorney General is working on some sort of regulations with regards to e-cigarettes.
I saw
and the
the-
packaging, et cetera.
Yes.
And she said she has, under consumer protection, she has leeway where she can make regulations. So I would like to see us wait to see what she comes out with
Absolutely.
before we go and start amending
I'm-
anything.
Yeah, I'm all set.
Yeah.
I think we should too, because I saw that was, I think, coming up for a vote within the next week or so. So it seems to be
It's
moving
fairly
very
soon, I
quickly.
think.
Yeah,
Fairly soon, so I think we're all set on that. And
exposure to a coyote. Wow.
Yeah. Happens.
Huh. Okay. Oh, it's because it's a black lab. I know. I've had one of those. They'll argue with anything. Okay, another, more rabies things. Okay.
Do you know if Carlene has seen all those?
I would assume no, because I think she knows that there are new ones for her to look at through us getting them and then you emailing or
I
contacting
can scan them.
her. Yeah, so I would scan them and email them to
Okay.
her. Now, there was a little email going around last week about the fellow, I think on Maple Street, who was looking for information about the dog that's been part of this kind of ongoing thing, that it's a dangerous animal, he believes, and
I don't know,
he's
I
gone
haven't-
after his kid.
I have no idea what,
It has come up before. It's come up with Carlene before, and I think it might be the animal that she's having some difficulty figuring out. The owner says, "It's not my dog." So that got, I think, referred back to Bridget and Carlene. So
Okay. I didn't see anything on that.
What?
I didn't have.
I don't remember.
was
What
just-
address over in Maple?
it was just emails. It was, I think the resident had called town hall, so town clerk probably would have gotten the,
Okay,
and said, I really need some information about what's going on with this dog. And so she had forwarded that to me. I think it also went to Carly.
okay.
I had responded that, yeah, we do, we have some information about this. It's between Carlene and Bridget, they have the information, but if I remember correctly, it's the situation where Carlene hasn't really been able to nail down whose dog is this.
Is this a
and,
dog running loose?
It's a dog that has been out loose, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and the guy is concerned because he has a young child. I'm not sure
Oh,
how
okay,
young, yeah.
okay.
This one with the no water service, 125 Willard Court. Where is Willard Court?
It's over in Devon's Crest.
Oh, there's a Willard Court?
Oh,
Is
it's
it a
just
rental or a private residence?
It's gotta be a rental.
Could be. Some of them are owner occupied.
Yeah, but I think that is rental.
Huh.
I didn't see that one.
Did you see this one?
Did it get forwarded to Bridget?
Yes, I.
You did? Okay, good.
And when did it come
This
in?
was the 16th?
So, did you just get that today?
No, Mark called me.
Today.
No, before I left.
So Bridget's had this for a week?
I believe she has. I think that I emailed this to her
When did you email that to her?
on the 16th.
And have we heard back? Because no water's kind of a big deal.
Well,
No, because I've been out of the.
well,
Okay.
no, hang on a minute. Now, this says Mark Wetzel called this morning, which was the 16th. He got a call the day before, the 15th of April, to provide a temporary service via a fire hydrant, and the landlord has been put on notice that it is his responsibility to fix the problem. I never heard anything about it. Bridget never mentioned anything to me, and if this was the 15th of April,
I will
we
go
should
back
have.
and make sure that I sent that over to
It's
Bridget.
kind of a big deal.
I know it is, and when I talked to Mark, I think he was gonna call Bridget.
But did you think to call Bridget?
I think I did. I'll go back and make sure
Okay.
that I emailed her. I would have emailed her and called. And I know.
Oh,
that
I
it's a
see.
big
So
deal.
this is your write-up of the
Yes.
phone call that you had with
Yes.
So,
Mike.
did you
Got it.
cover the office
Got it,
while
got
she
it.
was away, Pam?
I didn't come in, but I was doing emails.
Oh, because the voicemail then went unchecked for a week.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need to do a better job of that.
Voicemail, you're absolutely right.
Absolutely
Yeah.
right. I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah.
yep.
No, I don't
Yeah,
think.
you're
I
right,
actually
you're right.
I
assumed
don't
that
think
that was
Bridget
covered.
Yeah.
heard anything, because I asked her today if there was any follow-up or anything, any ongoing problems, and somebody without water, she certainly would have
Well,
told
I
me.
will check and make sure. I'll have an email.
But you can
Yeah.
access the phone from at home, you know. You can call in our line, and there's a way to do it.
And there's a way to do the,
Yes,
yeah.
absolutely.
I would imagine there is.
Oh, yeah, yeah. We need
Okay.
to, I know Bridget
Yeah,
doesn't
you're right, I know,
know.
I didn't even think about.
I know she doesn't know,
my
because
fault.
I would have asked, I said, any serious ongoing problems, and she just told me about the court
Yeah.
case there.
Well, I will
with
make
Santa
sure,
Fe.
because I'll have an email.
I'll send her an email
or-
about this one.
Okay.
Or I'm pretty sure what I should have said is Mark is calling over there, but he wanted to let us know too.
Okay. As long as I'm sending her an email about some other
Yeah.
stuff anyway, I'll add this to the list.
But I know it's serious, and I'm pretty sure that I did follow through on that.
Okay, so that's going back to you. Mail, bills, no bills?
No bills,
No bills.
no bills.
Update? Administrative update? I do see that there are some,
This was an interesting thing. Ken's Geekus,
Yeah.
okay, program planner for the public health emergency manning, suggested that we consider participating in a Dropbox. Are you all familiar with Dropbox?
I love Dropbox.
Well, he thinks that it would be a great way to have the files for the emergency dispensing plan available to share.
So Dropbox, Mary, is a software program that people can use to share files without having to email them. It's a digital file sharing program, so it's not a bad idea. I have it, it's free. It's not always happily available with a firewall, so you'll want to make sure you can get it here, because my company has a ban on it, because it is
really?
free. Oh, yeah.
Ah,
Our firewall, our firewall, I don't think we need to sign these.
did everybody sign them last year?
Yeah.
Yes.
We did,
I don't
okay.
think we had to.
No,
but-
what are they?
Chicken permits?
No.
No,
Yeah.
they were signed, those are the forms that I took, I didn't change.
I don't mind, but that's fine.
The receipt
I
that
don't
you send
remember.
to them, you sign it.
I don't
Whatever.
remember. Anyway,
I signed,
No.
oh,
Pam
so
signs
just see
it.
if you can use Dropbox before we say yay. Speak to Cindy.
okay,
Yeah,
okay.
there's a little,
Well, it's a
Desktop
security
thing
issue
you
because,
download.
yeah, there's a little, can be.
yeah, that's true. You
Yeah.
might just have to ask her if you
If
can
it's
without even,
compatible.
yeah, trying
Yeah.
it, yeah.
Yeah.
If you can get through our firewall.
I hope we
I
do.
know.
I think we should.
I know. But if we can use it, it really would be a great way to do that, because part of Ken's problem is, trying to get the updates out to everyone in time.
Yep,
And making sure that they're in a central location, so. I actually love the idea. Okay, so those, I guess under the title of combination of admin, assistant, and miscellaneous, those are the only chicken permits
Well, there
that
were
are
a bunch that
complete,
came
or-
in while I was
Oh,
gone.
okay, okay.
Yeah.
I probably got 7 or 8
Okay.
up there, so, we're
All right.
all, I will process them tomorrow. I just
Okay.
didn't have time to do them today.
Okay.
So
And-
you think that you would just be okay if you just signed them and not the other members?
I'd go with whatever we did last,
This is exactly, the only thing I did was change the date.
yeah, if we all signed
You
it
know what,
last
I'm
year,
okay
then
with
what the
that,
heck?
and maybe we
Yeah.
did go that route, we just don't have to vote to approve them, so I'm all
We
right
don't,
with that.
because these are just, as far as
Renewals, they're
I'm,
just renewals.
Yeah.
right, as far as I'm concerned, the only ones we need to all sign
Mhm.
The new.
are new.
It's all right.
And then the certificate that you send out to them, it's always been the chair
Yeah.
that signs it and dates it and sends them the original, and we
I just,
keep on.
you know what, can we just know how many are in by the next meeting?
Oh, sure.
I put 4 or 5 of them up there today.
Yeah, there's a bunch. And,
So
we
let
got
me,
one return. I'm gonna check the, address.
so let
Oh,
me,
like a
let
return
me,
and deliverable.
Yeah,
Yeah.
let me propose
Well,
this
not the ones
because
that I brought up.
I,
well, somebody, I was there, that was, returned to us, so. I don't know who put it in there, but somebody.
in the interest of not over-talking chicken permits, which baffles me how much time
Oh,
this
my God,
board
yeah.
spends on this.
Too much.
For the next meeting, I would like, through you, Madam Chair, an update on how many are in versus how many are outstanding,
I got it.
and letters ready to go out to the ones that are outstanding, because that will be May 18th by then.
That's
And they're
a good point.
expired.
Yeah.
I don't want to discuss
Yeah. I don't
doing
either.
letters at the next meeting, because there's too much time spent on chickens. If they're not in, they're getting fined,
Yeah,
period.
Yep.
Exactly.
yeah, that works. So if you have the letters.
For
anyone
anybody
who hasn't
that's
sent back
not,
in, yeah,
because
like
that's
just
2
ready
weeks
to
from
go.
now.
Yeah,
Yeah. And they expire April 30th or May 30th?
May 30th.
May 30th.
So just get them
Okay.
ready to go.
Yeah.
Date them May 31st and we can sign it,
Yeah,
because the
yeah,
next
okay.
time we meet will be June 8th.
After that, yeah.
Yeah,
Get them ready. If you don't have to send
yeah,
them,
then if you don't.
don't send them.
Right.
It's going to be a busy day.
Mhm. Well, it can just be one single agenda item,
Yeah.
is, chicken permits, update, and fine letters.
Yeah,
I mean, as far, I agree with Heather, unless somebody who's a brand-new person, and these are just renewals, and weren't we going to just come up with a different form?
Those
We did
have
the
a
renewal
new-
form, we
yeah,
did.
That is a
Okay.
different renewal
Okay.
form, yeah.
So,
I just don't want to wait until the
I
next
don't
meeting
either.
Yeah,
to talk about how we should find them.
No,
yes, exactly.
So, okay,
Okay, that works.
fair enough.
All right. So action items for next meeting then are, we will get that summary of what's done and what's outstanding for chicken permits and get letters ready to go if we
Yeah.
need them.
Great.
We will get copies of what we need for the trash haulers. And we will move the reorganization to the very end of the next meeting.
And we'll still have the regular board business at the beginning of the meeting.
Yeah.
Because
Yes,
we'll need,
yeah.
the hour ahead of time. And then Bridget should probably come to the next meeting for the public hearing.
she said, oh yeah,
Yeah.
she
Yes,
said
so-
she would definitely be here.
Even if we move her stuff until the latter part of the meeting, do you know what I mean? That way
Yeah.
she doesn't have to get here right at 5:30, she could get here at 6.
6, yes.
Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
Right,
Because she'll
yes.
be here, it might give her a chance to go home and
I will.
feed the kid
Yeah,
and put the dogs out
I
and,
will let her know that. we do it
organize her
that way.
evening as she sees fit. We could even have her on at 6:15. Do you know what I mean? Like, we can
Yeah.
look at her stuff right before the public hearing.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll include
And if
that
she
in
has
the email.
anything, she hasn't given you anything that she thinks needs to be changed on that? No, so.
No. I haven't gotten any
No, I think
changes
she's-
from her at all. Okay. Is
All
that
right.
Do we have, so the next meeting we'll do that, we don't have a lot of stuff, do we?
we do not.
No, we'll just have
Yeah.
minutes and mail and Bridget and the update on animal permits and then public hearing.
Yeah.
Good
I
stuff.
think that's it.
All
Yeah.
right.
And then we could just wait till maybe the latter part of the summer as far as anything with e-cigarettes and wait and see
Yes.
what comes up with
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
Let's see what
Department
comes
of-
out of the
yeah.
legislature.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
actually, when I was flying home from Colorado last week, the announcement about cigarettes, they actually used the term, it's in violation of, regulations to use any cigarettes or e-cigarettes. It was, they kind of added it in.
Oh, did they?
They kind of added that little
Oh,
line into
interesting.
their shtick, Now, I don't know if it's
Interesting.
really a federal thing, but,
Yeah.
they certainly tucked it into the, they always say, it's a violation of federal
Yeah.
regulations to use tobacco or whatever,
Yeah.
or e.
That's pretty interesting.
Ah, okay.
But it might have,
Yeah.
Might have
I
been
know. Who knows if it
airline-based.
is or not.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
I once had, completely off the topic of cigarettes, I once had a resident call me when I was in Acton, and they said, a certain public building had a sign up that said, do not, per health regulations, disposal of dirty diapers is not allowed. And I said, well, not any regulations that I happen to oversee, so discretion is key sometimes.
Yeah,
with,
really, I know.
My guess is that this particular building had had its share of dirty diapers left in the public bathroom trash can,
Yeah.
So it's
Right.
funny what people key in as regulations.
regulations,
So when I
yeah.
heard the e-cigarette thing, I'm like, I don't
But it
know
really
if it's
should
been
be
adopted on
per
a federal
common
level.
sense.
Right, right. But I couldn't tell her that it was a regulation, so I'm sure she used that
Yeah.
the next time she was in that building.
And I'll want to, at the next meeting, definitely we need to hear what happened with that water issue. That should never have been.
Yeah. Well, and to kind of allow the process, maybe he did call, maybe he did get directly in touch with Bridget.
She would have told me.
All right.
I'll find out what happened, and I can send you an email,
Yeah.
or
I am,
if you.
I'll go back and look. This-
Yeah.
But I can't imagine, I don't remember specifically. I remember talking to Mark, but I wouldn't want to stake my life on. But
Yeah.
I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure,
exactly.
I'm always, I won't use the word always. I have a habit of sharing these things with Bridget.
Okay, all right.
So I'll go back, I should have an email stream.
Yeah, and I have some other
Yeah.
things anyway, so I will
Yeah.
definitely be sending her an
Okay.
email tomorrow.
Yeah.
I'm going to move to adjourn.
I'll second it.
Second, all in favor?
Aye.